I choose Bloom's Revised Taxonomy because it is a classification of thinking organized by level of complexity. It gives teacher and students an opportunity to learn and practice a range of thinking and provides a simple structure for many different kinds of questions. So here is my topic. Okay, good morning class. So may I request all of you to please stand for the opening prayer and please remain for the action song. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. I'm alive, alert, awake, enthusiastic. So it seems all of you are very alive, alert, awake, and enthusiastic this morning. Before we go further to our discussion, I want you to refresh or rewind your mind of what was our previous discussion. Yes, anyone from the class, what was our previous discussion? Yes, Angela, correct. We discussed all about what is speech and types of speech. Yes, just you raise your hands. What is speech? Okay, speech is spoken words that comes through our mouth. Very good. It's one of the meaning of speech. And how about the types of speech, Maria? Okay, very good. So thank you so much, everyone, for participating. And it seems all of you are very attentive in my class today. So by the way, guys, I just want to ask you: are you familiar of four pigs one word? Are you familiar? Okay, very good. I think all of you are very familiar because the students of today's era are very connected to social media and they are connected to technology. So before anything else, I want you to focus your senses here in front and focus your senses here on what does this picture mean or what does this image, or I am expecting you to understand or to analyze the picture or to analyze this picture, what this picture all about. So to everyone, again, who wants to raise their hands? Okay, yes, Anika, you're closer to our answer or you're closer to our discussion this morning. Yes, Athena, very good. Our discussion this morning is all about public speaking. Okay, what is a public speaking? It is a group of people in an organized way to give information, to influence or persuade or to entertain the listener. So public speaking focuses on to give information, it's all influence, or it's all about persuading the thoughts of your message or the thought of your speech. So like what I'm doing right now is an example of public speaking. So if this is the definition of public speaking, we have also the types of public speaking. So public speaking, or there are four types of public speaking. First is ceremonial speaking. Please do the honor in reading Vincent. Very good. Public speaking is most give sort of some ceremonial speech. It is more on giving messages like weddings, graduations, and funerals, like for genealogy as well as large birthday. It is also one of the example for ceremonial speaking, and it's also like holiday parties like Christmas. Like it's all about giving speeches to your closest friends, an example, or it's typically goes to a person with an intimate emotional feelings. Next is demonstrative speaking. Demonstrative speaking, science demonstrates role playing or types of demonstrative speaking, or this type of public speaking requires being able to speak clearly and concisely to describe actions and to perform those actions while speaking. So demonstrative speaking is commonly given here in text that public speaking is all about giving demonstration, it's all about the process. It's all about in demo, what I'm doing right now. This is an example of public, or this is an example of demonstrative speaking. You are persuading, you're informing the process, you're demonstrating what are the ways for example, I'm giving you the ways or the process of public speaking. Next, please do the honor in reading, Samantha, informative speaking. Yes, informative speaking is a speaker simply explain the concept to the audience and members. So it's more on to convince the audience or members of a certain viewpoint. So you're convincing your audience for the one format. Next is the persuasive speaking. So what is the persuasive speaking? It is speaking tends to be the most basic politician, lawyers, and clergy members use and persuade speaking. So I think it seems all of you are very familiar politicians, different lawyers. So have you here witnessed having meeting the advancee or having a one-on-one talk or debate in for politicians. Yes, they. Very good, you're right. So you witnessed that. So they're doing persuasive speaking. So persuasive speaking is more happen on like politician, lawyers, like happen in Hall of Justice, and many more. That is persuasive speaking. We have the elements of public speaking. So if we have types, we have also elements of public speaking. First is the speaker, it's the main actor. Next is purpose, it's to anchor the types of public speaking anchored to. For example, this Romano speaking is anchored to public speaking or the types of public speaking, that is the purpose. Next is the message or the body of words composes the three types: to inform, to persuade, and to entertain your audience. Next is the medium, it's the listener or the higher speech is being delivered. Next is we have the listener or the audience. It is where your audience listen to you, like me right now, you are my audience as a student, and I am the speaker. That's it. For this setting, it is the stage or the venue for us to practice more in front of thousands of people. You need to determine, or you need to know first the setting of your delivering public speaking. Next, we have response. Response, for example, if your audience are laughing, if your audience are crying, it depends on how you deliver and how they understand your speech. Number 8 is interference. So interference is time will come that you will be distracted, but you need to prepare how to counteract that one. Next, number 9 is the consequences. Everything that you say has a great impact to your audience, to your listener, and you need to be very careful because you need to consider the consequences of your words. Next is we have the components. If we have types, we have elements, we have also the components of public speaking. First is voice volume. So when we say voice volume, it's not too loud and not too low. Next is voice pitch, not to be high or not to be low. The third one is voice tone. So if you are happy or sad, we need to know that through the voice or through the tone of your voice. For number 4, we have the speed of delivery. So when you say speed delivering speech, so you need to speak in a moderate way for you to understand, for you to understand your audience or your listener. 5 is gesture. Gesture is one of the most important also for us. You have to know that do not show your hands, or if you're not showing your hands, meaning to say you're doubtful. That gestures is very important in delivering speeches or in public speaking for you to understand that you are more confident facing them. The 4th one and the 6th one is eye contact. Eye contact is one of the very important for you to boost the interest of your audience. Next is the facial expression. You need to know or determine the facial expression. You need to determine, or we need to consider also one of the components of public speaking. The facial expression is because it says all of what you're doing. If you're glad everything delivering in front, you need to be glad. You need to be glad in delivering your speeches in front of your audience for you to feel them that you are interested for your topic. So we already discussed the types of public speaking, the elements, the components of public speaking. Last one is we have the ethics of public speaking. So when you say the ethics, it is the respect. You need to respect your audience. You need also to respect as audience. They also need to respect you as a speaker. Like you're respecting me as I am your speaker. Second is prepare your speech. Okay, you need to prepare your speech for you to understand your audience. Okay, very good. Third is do not plagiarize. So if you're planning to plagiarize, please use proper citation. And lastly, the 4th one, the parts of ethics of public speaking is be yourself. You need to be yourself for you to you need to be confident at the same time. Be yourself and being confident is one also the most important thing in giving speech in front of thousands of people. For us, our audience is makafeel sila that we are willing to persuade what we wanted to persuade them. Again, I am clear. So it seems all of you, all the types of public speaking, the components, the elements, the ethics, already discussed. So it seems may I request all of you have some questions about our discussion. Just raise your right hand if you have questions. Okay, now so far, so it seems all of you understand what is public speaking, the types of public speaking, the evidence, the elements, the components. So this afternoon, or this morning, I'm so sorry. Okay, I want you to listen to the video. Here's the video. Okay, time is up, so I hope all of you grasp the information on the video and you're able to grasp some information in the video. So it seems all of you watched the video well. So I have here an activity which is 1 to 3. So I will give you 3 minutes, or you can carry it for 2 minutes to answer this following questions that was discussed on the video. So 5 minutes up, exchange your paper. Very good, number 1. So next is, for today, I hope, or I believe that all of you wants groupings, and I believe that all of you wants groupings, and may I request all of you to group yourself into 5. So please do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the grouping or this activity is more on public speaking. So for these groupings, I want you to choose 1 speaker each group, and please organize at least 1 paragraph for you, or I want you to choose 1 speaker and to build or establish 1 paragraph that talks about or relating to public speaking, and you can choose whether ceremonial speaking, demonstrative speaking, informative speaking, and persuasive speaking. So, and you need also to follow the ethics, the components, and of course the elements of public speaking. So here's the criteria for your public speaking. Original 30%, organization 20%, mastery 30%, knowledge 20%, a total of 100%. So I hope guys, all of you cooperate. So I'll give you 20 minutes to think, and after, let's have it by group. Okay, thank you so much everyone. The time is up, and thank you all for cooperation, and to the group, congratulations for establishing. I think congratulations at the same time for doing it. You're very good in as a student, you're unable to build or establish speeches. So I am rooting you for your future endeavor, students. So to sum it all up, by the way, what is public speaking? Or why is public speaking is important? Yes, Jose, very good. Public speaking is very important. Okay, Vincent, why do we need to know the art of public speaking? Very good. And next, and lastly, give your own definition of public speaking. Who will volunteer to give some definition of public speaking? Very good, Justin. Okay, so class, if there's all of you follow and understand our lesson this afternoon, I want you, or a heavier task for you to check your mind or refresh your mind if you have listened, or a heavier assessment for you to listen, or if you're listening to my discussion this morning, or to check whether you are listening well to my discussion. So I have here an assessment. Okay, very good. That's all for today. Goodbye.